to Great Day Live. I am Allison Godlove. We are live at the Pinellas Education Foundation for its school supply drive. And guess what? We have our very first donation. We'll talk about that in just a minute.
So exciting. You're going to have a great day out there, Allison. And we are going to have a fun day here in the studio. We have a lot going on, including a very popular Tampa restaurant that has crossed the bridge into St. Pete. We get a taste of Forbici coming up. And the art of Banksy has fascinated the world, and now Tampa Bay has a chance to see it up close. We tell you about the newest exhibit opening this weekend. But first, we're going to send it back out to Allison.
Yes, it is a gorgeous Friday, and we are so excited to be a part of such a special day because we are collecting school supplies all day long at the Pinellas Education Foundation, and we just had our very first donation. Check this out. They say that they have been doing this every year. They've got glue, they've got pencils, crayons, backpacks, folders. Thank you so much to Gail for dropping this stuff off this morning. This is what we're looking for all day long. Kim Joel is the CEO of the Pinellas Education Foundation. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm not going to give you a full hug. It's a little sweaty.
I know. It's a little warm out here,
Yeah,
but that's
it's all
fine.
good. Yeah.
Stay in your car with the AC
Yes,
crank.
they can. We'll take it out.
Yes, and we'll take it out for you. This is such a huge undertaking that you are taking on because there are a lot of students that really need our help right now.
Yes, there really are. We have 66% of students in Pinellas County alone that are economically disadvantaged. So when you think about having to be able to put food on the table, this added extra expense of pencils and papers and clothing, probably, if uniforms, all that, families can't do that. And so it's really important for us to do this every year.
And you also partner with the Hillsborough Education Foundation. So if you're watching from Hillsborough County, there's also a location you can do that too.
That's right. Yep. We're on both sides of the bay. Lots of education foundations are doing this because we know the importance of kids having the tools they need to be ready and engaged in learning, and the confidence for that. You know, first day having your supplies makes a difference. So we're getting them in today so we can get them out and have them ready for day one.
Absolutely. And really right now, I think we're all kind of feeling it. It's just a little tougher out there. And then you're going into a school year thinking, it's already difficult. How am I going to make this work? And this is a really good way to help out.
It is. And tax-free, right? Is the tax-free
happening right now.
Yeah, so it's a good time for us, but yes.
Yes. Okay, so how does this work? How long are we out here today?
So we're here till 5 p.m., but that doesn't mean it stops there. We also have where they can go online and shop from an Amazon wish list, or they also can donate to us, and we'll get those supplies and purchase them so that we get them to the students
That
too.
wish list is a great thing to point out because you can go to your website and you can find that wish list, and it'll show you exactly what you're looking for to donate. Maybe if you're not quite sure.
That's right. And if pencils were your favorite thing as a kid, that's what you should get another kid. You know, whatever it takes. But that's it.
Folders, notebooks, pencils,
spiral notebooks, 3-ring binders, all of that stuff is really important. Glue sticks, you name it.
Yeah, they need it for sure. So you just drive up, you can stay in your car, we'll unload it for you. We're going to be out here as well all throughout the day today. We got a big old bus. You're not going to be able to miss us when you're out here. Just talk about too, just one more time about how you've done this in the past. People pull up, they have their supplies that they're wanting to donate, and they really get involved in this. Gail said that she's done this before.
Yeah, we remembered her as she pulled up, but yes, that's right. We are very thankful for all the committed donors that we have repeatedly every year doing this because they know the importance as well. So we'd love more, and we need more. So thank you for giving this coverage. But yeah, it's a wonderful event for us. It's sweaty, but it's all worth it. We got a bunch of volunteers inside taking when we get them and sorting them and putting them on pallets so we can get them out to schools next week.
I'm glad you brought up volunteers too, because if people want to volunteer to help sort, they can do that, right?
Yes, and it's air conditioned. So next week we will take more volunteers. They can call our office, or Hillsborough, I'm sure, has the same opportunities to call them as well.
Yeah, because we're hoping we get a lot of donations.
Yes, we need more people to do all those donations.
Yes,
that's right.
That's absolutely right. Okay, we're going to be out here all day. We're going to bring you back throughout the show this morning. We're going to show you what's going on. Hopefully get some more donations that we can show as well. Kim, thank you so much. And thanks for doing this for the kids in our community.
Our pleasure.
That's really special. Yeah, Janelle, we are going to be out here loving getting all of these school supplies. It just feels like back to school. It's coming up so quickly.
I know, it's going to be here before we know it. Okay, we're going to check in with you a little bit later. All right, well, here is a great way to head back to school. You can get Forbici on both sides of the bay right now. Joining us now in our kitchen is Jacob Rios in our Kitchen Saver Kitchen. So how you doing?
Hey, how are you? Good morning.
Congratulations on the new spot. So you're in Hyde Park, and now we can find you in St. Pete.
Correct.
Right?
We just opened at the Sundial.
Right, everyone knows where the Sundial is. Yeah, now is it the same menu or is it a little bit different there in St. Pete?
So for the St. Pete location, we're doing our staple menu. We do have a couple of the new dishes that went in there just for our inspiration, a little bit more coastal influence, a little bit more seafood in there. oysters, shrimp cocktail, that kind of stuff.
Yes, but a lot of Italian, right?
A lot of Italian,
A lot of
course.
Italian.
We have our staples, the pastas, the Roman pizza. Like, that's never going anywhere.
Yeah, well, let's start with what you're making. What are you making for us today?
So I'm going to make a rigatoni alla vodka. That's like one of our top seller dishes. I'll start off with olive oil, a little bit of garlic goes in there, and then Calabrian chili. That's our spice. That's our secret, right?
Oh, that's the secret. You gave it away right here.
Oh, man. And then, of course, once it browns, it's going to... all those aromatics are going to come up. I hit it with a little bit of vodka.
Ooh. That's vodka, not water, folks.
Oh, yeah. And then once the vodka's in there, we're going to do San Marzano tomatoes. And then we're going to do a little TV magic, right? So this is going to cook down for about 30, 45 minutes. I'm going to throw in some basil in there.
Okay.
And then once those 30 minutes pass, a little bit of heavy cream goes in there.
Yeah.
And that's going to give you that richness and creaminess. Yes, ma'am.
So
and
good.
then a hint of pecorino cheese.
Ah.
So that's the base of our sauce.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a little switcheroo.
Right.
And then
switch it up. Okay.
So to build our pasta, we use rigatoni pasta, of course, imported from Italy.
That's my favorite. I don't know why, but I think the size, how it, the little slits hold all the sauce. Yes, it's so good.
And then, so once this is cooked down, we puree it, so it's nice, silky, and smooth.
Wow.
And then we let the sauce emulsify with the pasta water, so it's that super creamy consistency.
Yeah.
And then right at the end, of course, we're gonna add more cheese. And that's it. That's a rigatoni alla vodka.
It is so good and so simple in the best way, right?
It is. It's very simple to do. It develops a lot of good flavors. That's why people love it. They keep coming back.
I know. They keep coming back. And you know what else they come back for? Your pizza.
Correct. So
right?
The name of Forbici is basically this scissors that I have here.
Right.
So our pizza is a 72-hour fermentation process. That's going to help develop flavor, the airiness on the crust, and that chewiness that we like of the pizza. Yes. Very airy, right? So we take the Forbici scissors and then we go in, we cut it. We don't use a traditional roller because that's going to weigh it down. We want that pizza light.
So those are special scissors.
They're special scissors, just like this, and that's how we cut it.
Okay.
This one is also one of our fan favorites. This is our cup and char, old school pepperoni. Our antipasto board that we have here, beautiful on happy hour. Our tricolore salad. Once you go to Forbici and you see all these dishes, you're going to know why they're our favorites.
Yes, I know. These are all my favorites, I think, right here. But we also talked about how I really like your eggplant lasagna.
Yes, so that's a secret weapon, right?
Yes,
like nobody really expect that flavors to work out, and it's so light, airy at the same time, not heavy whatsoever.
So,
great on flavor.
So good. Okay, so let's talk about. So you've been open for a few weeks there in St. Pete.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
And you just started lunch, and then tomorrow.
So tomorrow's our big debut. We're gonna be open for brunch.
Okay.
So we got a lot of the dishes that are famous in Hyde Park. Our egg dishes, egg in purgatory, a shrimp bowl with polenta. You name it, we have it there.
That's amazing. Okay, and so how's the location doing so far? You getting a lot of feedback from the new neighborhood?
Yes, location is doing great. They're showing a lot of love to our location. Our happy hours, the minute we open our doors, people are lining outside to enjoy the live music, the drinks, the food. So yes, the neighborhood has been doing really good with us.
Yeah, so we were looking at some pictures, and it's different. Was that like the design is different? Was that on purpose? You wanted to make it a little bit different than?
Yeah, so the design of this restaurant is a little bit more modernized. We are modern Italian, so we took everything from Forbici, Hyde Park, all the staples, like I said, whether it's food, it's drinks, but also the designs, all the quirks and features that we have in that restaurant, they made its way to St. Pete.
Yeah, and so talk about some of the dishes that are different. Was it difficult to come up with those dishes that are
it was,
new to St. Pete's?
Yes, the Hyde Park location has been there for many, many years, so it's very tricky when you go in and try to change anything at all. Yeah. So we stay true to who we are, our dishes, our pastas, our pizzas.
You're gonna get all that good stuff.
Correct, but then we added stuff like, we did a shrimp parmesan in there for specials that did very well.
Okay.
Shrimp fra diavolo, all of those dishes that,
spicy,
that are spicy, that are good. And then a couple of sneak peeks for the future menus too. So,
Well, that is so cool. I'm so glad that you're open there in St. Pete. Congratulations
Thank you very
on
much.
the new location, and go check them out for brunch tomorrow.
Thank you. Yes,
that
ma'am.
would be
We'll see you
great.
there.
And hey, there's the website right there if you want to find out more information or make a reservation, right?
Correct.
All right, well, the elusive artist Banksy has created everything from T-shirts to album covers, but now you can get a glimpse of his pop art up close. We're going to talk about it coming up next.
car making noises? Get it checked for free at AMCO.
Choose Winters and Yonker, and we will send an attorney to you. Let our aggressive attorneys represent you for your personal injury case. Our firm will send an attorney, not an investigator, legal assistant, or paralegal. Winters and Yonker. There's a moment in your bathroom, and you might know the one, where you stop and think, I don't feel as steady in here as I used to. Most people don't say anything about it. They just start being a little more careful, holding onto the wall, taking it slow. But you shouldn't have to feel less sure of yourself in your own home. At West Shore Home, we design bathrooms that give you your confidence back. A low entry, a fold-down seat, sturdy grab bars, surfaces that stay clean and stay safe. Beautiful design that makes life a little easier.
For 20 years, we've been helping homeowners take care of the home they work their whole life for. And we'd be honored to do the same for you.
Right now, lock in summer savings with West Shore Home. Buy a full bath remodel and get a second shower free. Plus, 12 months of no payments and no interest financing. That's an entire year without a single payment. Call the number on the screen or visit westshorebath.com and we'll take it from there. Take a look here. This homeowner was done stepping over a tub that didn't feel safe anymore. They gave us a call, and before they knew it, they had a beautiful low-step shower where their bathtub used to be. West Shore Home's summer sale is here. Buy a full bath remodel and get a second shower free. Plus, lock in 12 months of no payments and no interest financing. And get started today with no money down. Call the number on the screen or visit westshorebath.com. Because your bathroom should adapt to your life, not the other way around. That's remodeling reimagined.
Cancer screenings save lives.
My name is Bridget, and it's very important for every woman to get a mammogram.
At Moffitt, your mammogram is more than just a screening. It's a powerful combination of leading-edge technology, convenient locations, and compassionate care.
I've always gotten mammograms. However, this mammogram, they saw something.
Led by world-class mammography experts who specialize in breast cancer detection, our team understands the unique risk factors like breast density and is committed to finding even the smallest abnormalities early.
A mammogram is what saved my life, and I just can't say enough about Moffitt and the caregivers that they have.
For superior screening and the most accurate result, schedule your Moffitt mammogram today.
They call us Smithfield Meal Ready Cuts because we're pre-cut, pre-marinated, and ready for anything. Dinner stir fries, lunch tacos, that amazing thing you whipped up at 2 a.m. If only you remembered how you made it. Smithfield.
I'm Tony. While we cover a lot of ground, we also stick to the basics. What's real?
Do you ever get scared?
Yeah. And what's important.
I'm just asking you why you're here and what your message is.
Success for us is not how much we pack into a show, but how much you take away from it. And we'll always end with the good stuff, something to remind you that there's a lot of life out there beyond the headlines. So join me. This is the CBS Evening News.
Banksy is one of the most mysterious and influential artists of our time, and now the world's largest authenticated collection of his work is coming to Straz Center. Corey Ross is here with a preview, so welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, let's start off because we're a little bit familiar with Banksy here. We actually have a local collector who was on our show on Monday, but for people who may not be aware, how would you describe Banksy?
Well, Banksy is the most famous and most important graffiti artist in the world. Mm-hmm. He's a mysterious person. Nobody knows exactly who he is. But he's been creating pieces starting in the UK, but now all around the world since the mid-90s.
Wow. And so tell me, this is one of his largest collections that we can see right here at Straz Center. Tell me what we're going to be able to look at when we come to this exhibit.
Well, there's over 150 pieces in the exhibit. And it's everything from paintings, prints, sculptures, different pieces that he's done over the years. He's really known, like he's most famous for his Girl with the Red Balloon. Mm-hmm. And this was originally on the street in London. But then he's made a number of different iterations over the years, and he's known for his pranks. So one thing that he's very famous for was that he created one of these girls with the red balloons, original paintings, framed it, and then put it for auction. And when the hammer dropped and someone had bought it for a couple $1 million, it was shredded. There was a shredder embedded in the frame. So that's Banksy. He's known for humorous,
I'm
sort
sure
of
the
crazy
person who
stunts.
bought that didn't think that was very funny.
Well, I don't know that they thought it was funny at first, but it became very valuable. So I think they're enjoying it. It's in a museum in Europe now, but it immediately shot up in value because it was world famous that he'd done this.
That he'd done this. So, and again, we don't know who he is, but there's a lot of speculation. Do you ever speculate? Like, do you think you might have
I try not to speculate.
Okay.
There's kind of fun in the mystery of this guy.
Right.
But yes, there's a lot of, was he one of the band members of Massive Attack? Because for quite a bit, wherever they went, there would be a piece that would appear. And then there's a number of other newspaper exposés claiming to know who he is. So this has been going on for quite a while where nobody necessarily knows who he is. Lots of people have some suspicions. And of course, there's an inner circle that know him very well. And that's part of our show. So our show is staged on the stage at the Strad Center, and it's the first time we've done this. We've been touring the show since 2018. It's super unique. First of all, it's beautiful. Like you're able to achieve lighting and things on a stage that you can't get in a normal museum or warehouse. But second of all, you enter backstage, so it's an opportunity to see what backstage at the Strad Center looks like.
Yes.
You enter backstage and you come in and you see this exhibit that's there on stage, and you're also simultaneously getting a view backstage on Banksy's career. So we have a lot of testimonials and videos of people who were there when he started, including there's a printmaker who helped him begin to sell his work to collectors.
Oh, wow.
And so he's on video and interviewed and talking about his favorite pieces in that experience. We also have one of his girlfriends who reveals a piece that she received for Valentine's Day. It was the very first flower thrower, which is one of his his two most famous pieces, Flower Thrower and Girl with the Red Balloon. So Flower Thrower started as a Valentine's Day gift. And then eventually became this collector piece. And we also have an original painting of the flower thrower. So we have her little one, and then we have a giant one that he's done.
And so all these people who know him, they are keeping this secret as well, which to me is just fascinating that no one's kind of broken their silence about this.
Yeah, it's wild. So he has a circle of trust around him, and that seems to have worked for him.
Even exes are keeping his secret.
That's right.
Seems like he has to be nice to them a little bit.
I guess.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, I think that as long as you have the art, I guess the value is there, and I think not disturbing that might be. Now, so we've got 150 pieces that come from collectors around the world.
Yeah.
And so some of these collectors are people who received art early in his career that weren't rich or famous people, like the girlfriend.
Yes.
And some of them are tech entrepreneurs. And we have one piece that's very special. It's Banksy's own version of the Mona Lisa.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that piece was purchased by Brad Pitt. So there are famous people in this and people who you don't know who are in this, but all of these collectors come together and lend us the art because they want it to be seen. This is an opportunity to see art that you would never see in one spot. If you want to see Banksy art on the street, you have to travel around the world, which would also be fun. But here you can see it on stage at the Strad Center here in Tampa for the next 2 months.
Yeah, so like the piece that that Brad Pitt purchased, he's just lending it to you. Eventually you got to give it back.
Yeah, all of it's lent. All of it's lent. We have to give all of it back.
All of it back. But it's going to be here for a while. I think it's here through September 27th.
Correct.
Yes, so that's perfect. Okay, do you have a favorite piece?
I ultimately sort of land on Girl with the Red Balloon, but there's another piece in there which is, I don't know how to describe it. It's Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, and she's having her basket with the little Toto dog in it inspected by a police officer. And for some reason, that one's always fascinated me. We've had it in the collection now.
And that's something we can see.
2018. All of this you can see.
Perfect.
At the Strad Center.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for coming here and for sharing the art with us. Really appreciate it. All right. Thanks.
All right, we have had a steady stream of cars coming through the Pinellas Education Foundation for the school supply drive happening until 5 o'clock today. We're going to tell you how you can donate and how you can volunteer and help sort all those supplies. That's coming up next.
Make the move to 10 Tampa Bay News this morning, anywhere you watch.
When the weather changes, you feel the impact. That's when our meteorologists issue a weather impact alert, so you're prepared. Watch 10 Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay Plus.
I'm Dave Wagner, anchor at 10 Tampa Bay News. I've investigated stories all over the country, but returned to Tampa Bay because this is home. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves. It moves us to act. It moves us forward. And it can even move our hearts. And at 10 Tampa Bay News, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Tampa Bay.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. When people hear $30 billion recovered, it sounds huge, and it is. But it's not just about the money. It's about the single mom who kept her home, the dad who got his dignity back, the family who didn't have to start over. That's what those billions mean to me. Nobody is a nobody, and everybody needs a somebody. Let us be your somebody. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Cancer doesn't wait. It hides. It spreads. To end it, you need the team that's treated more cancer, pioneered more therapies, and delivers the best outcomes in Florida. And now they have the most advanced proton therapy to match. Proteus One, the only one in Tampa Bay. A beam so precise it strikes cancer to a millimeter and leaves the life around it untouched. Moffitt, the #1 cancer hospital in the Southeast. Your first choice is your best chance.
With Spectrum Internet, I never miss. I feel incredible. Never miss a homer. Because my internet struck out. Never miss one of these. Because my stream can't keep up. Because with Spectrum Internet, I've got the most reliable internet, so I never miss.
If you have a before kitchen, now's the time to call Kitchen Saver and get a beautiful after. For a limited time, take an additional $3,000 off your project. Plus, 0% interest for 12 months. That's $3,000 off a brand new kitchen installed in as little as 3 days, backed by our 10-year limited warranty. This offer won't last. Take advantage of an additional $3,000 off plus 0% interest for 12 months. Call 888-729-0026.
Prepare to be impressed. Kitchen Saver.
It's mowing season. And Bad Boy Mowers has the best lineup in the game. Built to win with more power, advanced engineering, and performance that never quits. Whether you're playing on this field or this field. So this mowing season, raise your game and join the team. Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
$200,000 students. That's how many students need our help heading into this new school year. We are out live at the Pinellas Education Foundation today for the school supply drive, and we have a huge donation that just came in from Corey's Hope Foundation of school supplies. Look at this. This is packed, almost the entire car packed full of school supplies. So all day today until 5 o'clock, you can come by and make a donation. They're asking for things like paper, pencils, crayons, glue, folders, binders. Think of anything that you loved when you were in school to be able to get for that new school year and donate that. Or maybe you're out and you're going to be buying some stuff for your kids to go back to school anyway. Maybe just throw in a couple extra supplies and bring it down here to the Pinellas Education Foundation. If you are joining us and you're closer to the Hillsborough County location, also at the Hillsborough Education Foundation, they are also doing those school supply drive until 5 o'clock today. So you can also make the donation there. And you can bring anything that you think is going to be great for the school year. But if you really just can't come up with something and maybe you need a little bit of a help in picking what school supplies you want, if you go to the website, the Pinellas Education Foundation or the Hillsborough website, they will have an Amazon wish list. You can click on that wish list and you can pick a bunch of stuff that you want to put in your cart, and then you can buy it and make that donation. So they're cleaning out this car. How are we doing? there's still some stuff in that in the car right there. So they're going to take all of these supplies and they are going to take them inside. And once they get inside, they have a ton of volunteers in there that are sorting all of the supplies. We're actually going to take you in there when we come back and see you in a couple of minutes. But all of this goes back to kids who really need help starting the school year. Think about how tough this has really been over this last year. It's been tough on all of us, but then to think about having to buy all of those school supplies going into that school year, and the teachers who are buying all of these school supplies and needing to get ready for that year, and how good it makes you feel to have all of those supplies as you start that new school year. It makes the kids feel confident. It makes them feel good. And that's what we all want to do. So come by today until 5 o'clock. No donation is too small. You don't have to fill up your entire car with school supplies. You can just grab a couple extra things, come on down. You don't even have to get out of your car. You can just sit in there in the AC. We'll unload it for you and we'll make that donation. And then we all can have a really good feeling knowing that these kids are going into this next school year ready for that classroom, ready for a new school year, ready to feel great. We really want to help out these kids all across Pinellas and Hillsborough counties. All of the school supplies will be all packed up and they will go to the schools that need it the most. So Janelle, this has been such a great start to the day because as soon as 9 o'clock came, you saw it at the top of the show. That was our first donation. Yeah. We've had probably a pretty easy, there's one waiting right now for me to stop talking so that they can pull up and they can donate their school supplies. So you've got plenty of time to come by and see us until 5 o'clock today.
Yeah, and it's so fun to go shopping for school supplies. So even if you haven't done it in a while, maybe your kids are grown, go back to school shopping and then you can bring them and really help some kids out.
Yes.
So it's wonderful. All right, Allison, so you're going to be out there all morning and we're going to check in with you in a few minutes. Okay. All right, well, if if you would like to watch any of the segments again that you just saw, if you missed details on Forbici, you can check them out on our free 10 Tampa Bay streaming app. Download and watch on Roku TV, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
In the blink of an eye, you've been in a car crash. You weren't ready for that. At Bernetti PA, we believe we provide both big firm string and authentic small firm service. If you've been injured, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready.
Get more for summer with the Honda SUV during the Honda Summer Event. Lease a new Honda HR-V for just $259 a month plus tax. The spacious and rugged HR-V is in stock now for $259 a month plus tax. Search your local Honda dealer today.
At Optimum, we go beyond healthcare with Medicare Advantage plans that support your everyday life. If you're living with a chronic condition, our special needs plans offer benefits to help you manage your day-to-day with more ease and confidence. That includes $185 a month back in your Social Security check, $70 a month to spend on utilities and healthy foods, and a monthly allowance for over-the-counter items so you can stock up on essentials. Enjoy benefits that help keep you active and independent, like transportation to doctor's visits, access to a fitness program, and more. Optimum also connects you to a strong network of trusted providers that put your care first. Talk one-on-one with a licensed agent today by calling 855-204-0104. Experience a plan that goes beyond healthcare. Choose Optimum.
Ron was an active guy.
I'm an outdoorsman.
Until plantar fasciitis pain hit.
My wife said, I'm going to take you to the Good Feet store.
Now?
I can do my happy dance. That's my Good Feet dance.
Come in for your free fitting.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
Yeah, that's it. You know what this is? This is what a bathroom is supposed to look like. For a long time, homeowners had two choices. You could have a bathroom that looked incredible or one that was actually easy to live with. Beautiful or practical. Pick one. We decided that wasn't good enough. No grout lines to scrub, no surfaces to seal, no maintenance every other week. just a finish that looks beautiful every single day. Lock in summer savings with West Shore Home. Right now, buy a full bath remodel, get a shower free. Plus, lock in 12 months of no payments and no interest financing. This is the new standard in luxury bathroom design, and it's only available through West Shore Home. Buy a full bathroom remodel, get a shower free. Plus, lock in 12 months of no payments and no interest financing, and get started today with no money down. Call 1-800-WEST-SHORE or visit westshorebath.com. Don't miss out.
Want all the benefits of a new Honda for a fraction of the price? Then you want a certified pre-owned Honda. Certified pre-owned Hondas are in stock with big savings. Backed by Honda's 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Search your local Honda dealer today.
It's time now for our window to the weather this weekend, sponsored by JMI Windows and Doors. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad out there right now because we've been talking with Allison all morning and it looked like the sun was even shining.
Right, which means it's probably a little toasty out there for her right now.
Yeah, there
she
she
can
is.
attest to it. Are you melting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, it's a little.
If you see me sweating on TV,
no,
you didn't see me sweating on TV. I found the fan.
Right.
I'm just gonna stand here. It is so hot and humid out here. We're happy it's not raining because that would make it a little difficult. But I would be lying if I said a little shower and some cloud cover would be really nice about right now.
Yeah, well, get under that tent.
Right, yeah, get in the shade. The way she was like looking at me like it's your fault. It's hot and humid outside, Courtney.
I know, but at least no rain for those donations, which is huge.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Allison. So it's not raining this morning. So if you want to donate, head out there right now, right?
Right. Yeah. And, you know, it does trend. We're trending a little drier today, which is the good news. Obviously, not the case for the upcoming weekend, which is what you're looking at right now. But I do think what we're seeing right now is storms starting to move in along the Nature Coast. So Citrus County, Hernando County. That's going to be kind of the hot spot today. So Pasco and areas north, but our donation sites in Hillsborough and Pinellas looking pretty good. I do think maybe after 3 o'clock or so, we could have a few isolated storms roll through Hillsborough into Pinellas, maybe even Polk County. But this weekend is definitely going to be one of our wetter times. So you got to start thinking of some indoor plans for this upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
So Nature Coast, I think that's going to be our biggest concern for flash flooding this weekend. Not going to be a washout, but not the best for some of the things that are happening.
We do have a lot going on this weekend, but the first one is inside MetroCon at the Convention Center. So you're going to see a lot of people dressed up in different outfits, and so it's going to be dry inside, obviously, but walking to the venue, you might get a little wet.
Yeah, and you know, that's a lot of costumes, to get rained on. But yes, there is that potential. I do think in the city of Tampa tomorrow, until about like 2 o'clock, you're actually in pretty good shape. So the earlier you kind of get out, I'm sure that this kind of kicks off early like most do, you know. But through the afternoon hours, you know, beyond 2 o'clock, you are going to unfortunately be dodging storms. So as you're kind of winding down, maybe you know, heading out and about to grab some dinner and stuff in the city of Tampa, that's when you might run into some rain and storms. But up until 2 for the first half of the day, I think Tampa's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, so if you're heading there, pack your poncho, maybe stick your umbrella in your back pocket or hide it in your costume.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, seems like, you know, you can probably hide it in all kinds of places.
All kinds of places. All right, so on Saturday, there's a big concert at the amphitheater. So it's Toto, Christopher Cross, and the Romantics. So, you know, a little throwback there.
Yes.
But that's outside.
It is outside.
So
and
tomorrow,
this is Saturday night.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, unfortunately, Saturday night, I do think that we could have the chance for quick passing storms. So we have this onshore wind all weekend, and that just promotes an unsettled weather pattern for us, unfortunately. So from Tampa and areas south down into Manatee, Sarasota County as well, just in case anyone had any plans, you know, Anna Maria Island, Bradenton Beach, but also for the concert. It does look like we could have some quick passing storms. And unfortunately, any storms that develop, they are going to be heavy rain producers, so very heavy downpours, maybe some gusty wind, frequent lightning. So that will be something that could interrupt this concert on Saturday night, unfortunately. Won't linger all night long. After about 7, 8 o'clock, things should start to dry out. And I mean, most concerts don't really get fully going until then
That's
anyway.
That's true.
You know, maybe for, you know, the big acts and stuff, trending drier for that.
Yeah, and I think when when you're at a concert outside, you just embrace the weather, right?
You do.
That's what it's all about.
You're there. You bought the ticket. You're there to see who you
Enjoy.
love. So enjoy it anyway. But of course, if lightning and stuff starts happening, make your way under like some of the concessions.
And they're pretty good about that. They'll help you out with that. Okay, but a lot of people, you know, this is like one of the last weekends before school starts, so people want to get outdoors, maybe go to Busch Gardens. They have a new exhibit, the lions and hyenas. It's amazing. I was out there last week. So on Sunday, good day for Busch Gardens trip, maybe not?
So yes, until the early afternoon. So
Okay.
I think the first half of the day on Sunday does trend mostly dry. Again, with the exception of Pasco and Hernando, which of course is not where Busch Gardens is, so that's good news.
Right.
But after, 3 p.m., which is when it starts getting a little too hot anyway, most of the time at Busch Gardens, that's
True.
where you probably, I know the gates open probably a little later in the morning, so try to get there when the gates open, enjoy for a few hours, and then after, 2 or 3 o'clock, start thinking about making your way home and, winding down for the day, because storms will start to roll in.
Yeah,
So.
I wonder how the Lions react in the storms. I mean,
I
there's
wonder if
plenty
they
of
know.
places for them to
Yeah.
keep dry, but
I feel like they've got an instinct.
they do.
You
They might know before we do.
Right.
I don't know.
They're not going to be out there. It's like, where'd they go?
Right. Storms
They
coming.
know.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks you, Courtney. We
Thank
will
you.
try to stay dry this weekend.
Yes. Enjoy the weekend and, just be careful.
Yes. All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Choose Winters and Yonker, and we will send an attorney to you for your auto accident. I'm Bill Winters. If you've been injured in an accident, call Winters and Yonker so we can start working on your case. Call Winters and Yonker for your free attorney consultation.
Bumper cars today, my car's fender tomorrow. Tell me something I don't know.
You can get AAA car insurance. Superior coverage for over 100 years.
Good. I'm gonna need that.
AAA car insurance. Expect something more.
When it comes to beating cancer, where you go matters. Your first choice is your best chance. Moffitt's recently opened high-tech surgical hospital combines the highest level of urgency with a collaborative group of world-renowned surgeons, scientists, and physicians dedicated to defeating cancer. At Moffitt, we treat high volumes of complex cases and deliver cancer breakthroughs and innovations personalized to meet the needs of patients and their families. Now patients have even greater access to state-of-the-art surgical capabilities and techniques, performed by surgeons with decades of experience using advanced research and the latest technologies. By prioritizing unmatched patient experience, offering the latest screenings, treatments, and clinical trials, we aim to provide the best possible outcomes and enhance the overall well-being of every patient. For the right diagnosis, right away,
Call Moffitt to connect with a cancer expert.
Think you need a new roof? Think again. Most roofing companies only make money one way, by selling you a new roof. But what if your roof isn't worn out, just dried out? And with just a little love, you could put off an expensive roof replacement for up to 15 years, at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. RoofMax is a scientifically engineered restoration formula that brings your shingle life back to new. Scan the code and get a free roof tune-up with your RoofMax restoration.
How will you be remembered?
Will you be able to take me on vacation? Will you be there for my ball games? Will you teach me your values? You'll be able to play with me. Oh, help me go to college. How will I remember you?
Hey, Mike, it's our favorite time of year. Christmas. No, hurricane season. Let's test your knowledge. Okay, what percentage of all U.S. hurricanes hit Florida? 40%. Wow, you're smarter than you look. Mom was right. Sometimes. How do you protect your home? Call WeatherTight Windows. Our PGT windows and doors are hurricane strong. WeatherTight's expertise and PGT's quality give you peace of mind. Hey, Mike, I went 2 for 2. What do I win? Plate full of cookies. Mom? What a mama's boy. She likes me best.
Bumper cars today, my car's fender tomorrow. Tell me something I don't know.
You can get AAA car insurance. Superior coverage for over 100 years.
Good. I'm gonna need that.
AAA car insurance. Expect something more.
Warn you about severe weather and up-to-the-minute information on 10 Tampa Bay Plus.
We have the potential for some strong storms. Newport Richey and Jasmine Estates still going to see some pretty heavy downpours.
Our team is the most equipped and experienced to help you prepare and keep you safe.
For the latest forecast, download 10 Tampa Bay Plus on your TV and watch for free.
Cold plunging has many benefits, including muscle recovery and boosting mood. And there's a spot in Oldsmar that pairs a cold dip with sitting in a sauna. We recently went by to check it out.
Today, together, we will do 3 rounds of contrast therapy. The contrast is, it's hot in there, in the sauna, and it's cold in here, in the cold plunge. The outcome of putting yourself into extreme heat, extreme cold, which is literally an exaggeration. This will be hotter than what you're accustomed to. This will be cooler than what you're accustomed to. So extreme for us is anything other than that sweet spot of air-conditioned 72 degrees. This is going to be about 185, and this is going to be about a 50-degree temperature. So that contrast is actually going to do the following things for your body. It will improve your cardiac function, lung function, immune function. It'll reduce inflammation. It'll provide better sleep, and here's the sneaky part, it'll also help you poop better. This leaves the body clean and clear, and the combination of sleeping, less inflammation, means that you're brighter and kinder, healthier and more vital, less likely to get ill, more likely to be able to problem solve and decide how you want to spend this one rare, precious life. And what a gift that is, and all of it happens inside that 1 hour. As you find your seat, literally allow yourself to experience the support of the bench. So find a way to let go of any tension that doesn't serve you. Physically, let the legs in your mind's eye, in your physical being, be a little heavier on the bench. And let yourself focus on your breath. Pay attention to your nose. Allow your breath to come in through your nose and pass back out into the room through your nose. We'll practice a type of breath work that is very regulating and a little goofy. It's called bumblebee breath. I'll invite you first, inhale with me now. Empty out your mouth. Hold on empty. Inhale. And rest, just rest. One of the things that we do in sauna, visualization, breath work, and now communal sharing. So it can be as simple as, what's your favorite fruit? So just rest and think about what might be your favorite fruit, the one you love to eat the most frequently. And here's how we answer that. I'll point to you, I'll ask you for your name, and then you give me your answer.
I am Jackie, and my favorite fruit are blueberries.
Blueberries.
I am Melissa, and my favorite fruit are grapes.
CJ and bananas.
Janelle and strawberries.
Here's what we're about to do. We're going to transition out to the cold. Just like I allowed you in, I'll allow 3 out. We'll do a rinse under the showers. Take your hats off, leave your towels and hats outside. We'll make our way to the cold. We'll be in the cold for less than 3 minutes, and I will guide us there. We will use the same breath work, which is the bumblebee. When you encounter a lot of heat and a lot of cold, your body and your mind are going to tell you that this is a little crazy, it's a little much. And I'm there to tell you, yes, it's a little crazy. Yes, it's gonna feel like a little much. And guess what we can do? Hard things together. And when we do hard things together, the outcome is more resiliency. It enhances and is a force multiplier to the capacity to answer difficulty with grace, steadiness, brightness in the mind, kindness in the heart.
Well, don't let our steamy weather stop you from enjoying a run outside. Faison and BJ are with the Rolling Proud Running Club, and they're here to give us some tips on how to run safely in this Florida heat. So welcome, gentlemen. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Did you run over here?
No, of course not.
I don't blame you because it's hot outside.
It is. It is.
Okay, so what's your advice for running in this heat? I mean, should we just avoid midday altogether?
Essentially, I say yes. I mean, the summertime is a nice time of the year, but running in the peak time between 10 a.m. and about 6 p.m. I would avoid that. Usually early morning, 5:30 to 7:30 is really nice. And then any time after 7 is usually your best cooler times to just run in the heat and avoid that extra strain of the weather being a part of your run.
Yeah, and what about, you always hear about, staying hydrated. How important is that when it comes to running in this type of weather?
Yeah, so it's important. You want to stay hydrated because even just walking, you want to stay hydrated. So drinking your water, your electrolytes, you got hoist out there, you got liquid IVs, but it's going to be key to do it before you start running, while you're running, and even after. So
yeah, I see a lot of that. Those powdered, I don't want to give a name brand or anything, but you put that in the water with electrolytes. Is that a bunch of hype, or is it actually good for you?
It is very good for you. So essentially, when your body is sweating, it's trying to cool yourself down. And so you're losing the electrolytes in your body while doing so. So getting that salt back into your body is helping replenish it, not only with the water, but actually electrolytes itself as well, too.
Yeah. Okay, what advice do you have for someone who's maybe just starting out? Like they want to start running, maybe they have a marathon or something, coming up, but they're kind of more of a beginner. Do you suggest kind of waiting till the weather's a little bit nicer, or maybe get on a treadmill?
Yeah, I mean, a treadmill is nice. Just start running. Don't have a goal in mind. Just get your feet on the ground and just start moving, okay? So don't plan, run for the plan, but just run for the experience. And then over time, it gets a lot easier. And then also, joining Rolling Proud Run Club also makes it a lot helpful as well, too.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about this club because we've been watching some video, and this club has really grown. Kind of talk about what you all do.
Yeah, so Rolling Proud Run Club, I like to call this a three-headed horse. So we are always doing running and fitness in our core, but we're also a social club and also community service as well, too, for the Tampa Bay regional area.
Yeah. And what kinds of things do you, I see video right there. So there are a lot of you that get together and run. You run on what, Wednesdays?
Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Do you sign up, or how does that work?
You just show up, and we say first time you're a guest, the second time you're family. So we always encourage people to come out there. It's family friendly, so you can bring out the kids. We have running and walking options. So a lot of people think that, it's all running, but we do have the capability of walking. And so it's just a good time. And just if you are new, that's the perfect opportunity to be surrounded by other fellow runners and walkers.
Yeah, and 7 o'clock at night is a decent time.
It's decent.
How long is this route that you guys run?
2.5 miles.
Okay,
and then if you're walking, you're doing about a mile and a half at most.
Okay, amazing. And how can we find out more information? Do you have a website or Instagram?
We have a website, rollingproud.com. Also on Instagram, RPRC_TPA, and then on Facebook as well, Rolling Proud Run Club.
Okay, and there's the website right there. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'm going to wait until it gets a little cooler to start running.
We hope to see you out there.
I'm going to take that piece of advice.
Sometimes it's hard to see past the looming repair and replacement costs all around your house. Finally, you can stop seeing money and start saving money with First American Home Warranty. First American covers the systems and appliances you depend on every day. Air conditioning, refrigerator, washer and dryer, electrical, plumbing, and more.
If there's one guarantee in homeownership, it's that things are going to break down.
When an appliance or system breaks down, First American sends a trusted contractor to fix it.
And if they can't fix it, they will replace it.
Members pay low monthly rates with unlimited claims and 24/7 customer service.
We've saved thousands of dollars that we've been able to reinvest into our home.
All plans include a no questions asked money back guarantee and flexible payment options so you can never pay for covered repairs again. Call 1-800-609-1593 now or go online to get your free no obligation quote. So call now.
You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget. Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year. So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-384-9341.
There's a quiet magic at work here, one conjured through time and tradition. It can pull us out of our rooms, away from our screens, off our phones. Not saying our fried chicken is the most powerful force in the universe, but we're not entirely ruling it out either.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. Many times your injury was because of a defective product, and our team of product lawyers will bring a claim against the manufacturer. Other times, you need to file for Social Security. Finally, your employer could try to retaliate if you bring a claim, and our employment law team is ready to slap them back hard. You can count on us. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Your way.
Action!
More cases. Don't move. More secrets. Who is this?
This is your mother.
And plenty more drama. My mom is alive.
Trust me when I say you won't want to miss a moment.
Edgewater has never faced a threat like this.
We can't wait to see you this CBS fall.
Sheriff Country returns part of CBS Premiere Week. Catch up anytime on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back. Today, the entire community is coming together to collect and donate school supplies for kids in the Tampa Bay area. Allison is out at one of the collection sites, and Allison is very busy behind you.
So busy, and if you think we came inside on purpose, you would be absolutely right. It's air conditioned inside, so once you make those donations on the outside of the Pinellas Education Foundation here in Largo, you then sit in your car in the AC, and then we'll come out and we're going to take those school supplies out, and then they bring them in here. So this is Enterprise Village, and this is where all the sorting is taking place. They are putting these in categories like small desk supplies, writing, coloring, and art supplies, cleaning and hygiene, binders and folders, bags and personal items. So you see all the backpacks, you see the pencils and the markers. So they'll sort all of these items, and they'll put together packages that then the Pinellas Education Foundation will take those boxes to the schools within the area that need them the most. Now, we're in Pinellas, but there's also a location in Hillsborough County. So if you're in Hillsborough, you can go to the Hillsborough Education Foundation and you can take those school supplies there. We're going to be out here and in Hillsborough until 5 o'clock today. Any school supply that you think kids could use to start the school year feeling really confident is what we're looking for. It doesn't have to be a huge donation either. Anything that you can give will make such a difference in a child's life as they head into this new school year. If you don't know exactly what you want to buy, if you go to the website, there'll be an Amazon wish list. You can click on that wish list, and then you can select items that they think are needed the most, and then you just send it off, and you've done your part to help kids in our community. Janelle, it is so busy in here. We've had a steady stream of cars outside. Again, we are on Starkey Road. You can look up the address, come on down, drop off those supplies. We're here till 5 o'clock. We're helping 200,000 students between Hillsborough and Pinellas counties as they head into this school year.
So exciting to see all those people there. Thank you, Allison.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you are on social media, make sure you like us. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Great Day Live Tampa Bay. And if you want to watch any of the segments again from today's show, you can watch it again at 3 p.m. on our free 10 Tampa Bay streaming app. Download and watch on Roku TV, Fire TV, and Apple TV. And now we're going to leave you with a performance that we all enjoyed on Monday. Here once again is Judy Ann Jackson. Have a great weekend, everyone.
My life's alarm clock
books and to-do lists, checking off the calendar for what's next, and getting tired of the same old routine. I wanna take a trip on up to the place that I first met you, sitting round the campfire light as we sang. Well, take me back to Caroline, oh, those Blue Ridge Mountains are calling out to me. Yes, someday I'm gonna find it, where the pine trees whisper old summer memories, and ain't it crazy how fast the years have flown, but it's still with me. Yeah, I feel it in my bones. Oh, take me back to my faraway home. Homemade rolls on Sunday mornings, and listening to rain pouring on the tin roof. Oh, I know that's what I need. Holding on to good friends a little tighter, and the air feels a little lighter, tucked away in a land so heavy. Take me back to Caroline, oh, those Blue Ridge Mountains are calling out to me. Yes, someday I'm gonna find it, where the pine trees whisper old summer memories, and ain't it crazy how fast the years have flown, but it's still with me. Yeah, I feel it in my bones. Oh, take me back to running through the hills and the feeling of being young. Take me back to all the people that made me who I've become.